So you've bought a stock, you've fired up your news feed, and you see a class action lawsuit. This happens very, very often, especially in low price stocks. Does it matter, and how do you approach it? Hey everyone, lead trainer with StocksToTrade, Tim Bowen here. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Would love to see you on one of our live videos. We do one a week, sometimes even two, and the best way to jump on there and see these plays real time, to see the news real time, to see the chart real time, is to jump on those live feeds. And I'd love you to ring that bell so you can be notified of the next video instantly. Something many of you might have had happen, and if you've been around penny stocks, maybe you've seen this happen many times, but you're in a stock, you're obviously watching the news, you're getting ready the next morning, and you see pop up in your news feed that, XYZ law firm has announced a class action lawsuit against your particular ticker, the stock you're in. Your first thought is probably, especially if you're newer, you're probably going to panic. Your first thought is, I'm in this stock, they're getting sued, this can't be good. So what I want to kind of do is help assuage your fears to a certain extent. Now, you always want to be aware of of a lawsuit against your company, but in this specific instance, this is almost always a non-event. So you will see these, what I refer to as ambulance chaser lawsuits, okay? You can Google that term. Most of you are probably familiar with the idea, but this is kind of like law firms that are out there fishing for business. So in low price stock land, these stocks are very volatile, okay? We trade them because they're very volatile. Now what that quite often creates is when a stock spikes big on a press release, uninformed traders that don't watch these videos, buy and hold and hope. So they see the news, they buy the stock spikes, they're green in the trade, they overstay, they don't follow trading rules, they don't have realistic expectations, stuff I talk about in all these videos, and they turn a winner into a loser when that stock gaps down the next day or the next week or the next month. So what these law firms have recognized is they now know that these bag holders are frustrated. They took a winning position, turned it into a losing position. They believed the press release. They believed the news. They bought into the hype, which is something I never want you to do in low price stock land. So these lawyers know that there's a good chance that these bag holders are going to join that class action lawsuit. I'm no lawyer. This is not legal advice, but the way I understand most class action lawsuits is, they're bringing together a group of people to go after the company, and the idea is the law firm, the lawyer, gets a cut of whatever the proceeds are. So it's in their best interest to attract as many people as possible, litigate, then that's how they make their money. So breaking down a class action lawsuit isn't why I'm here. What I'm telling you is that most of the time, now, it's not a panic situation. Just because you see, Smith & Smith has announced a class action lawsuit against ABC, it is not a point to panic. It's typically a complete non-event. Now, always have your trading rules, always have your stop loss in, because maybe the same day some other news comes out, or maybe the market tanks and the stock still pulls. I don't want you staying in this position because you're like, well, the class action lawsuit doesn't mean anything. Only price action matters. You still have to stick to that price action. But biggest thing I want you to focus on, and I get asked this a lot, and that's why we're here with this video, is don't feel like you have to panic when those class action lawsuits hit. Understand what ambulance chasing is, and know how to trade these types of events. If the price action warrants, you exit. If you see that lawsuit and your stock is still trending up or sideways, there's no reason to panic. So let me know below. Hey, I was a new trader 12 years ago. I remember seeing my first lawsuit in a stock I was long. I remember freaking out, Googling it, trying to figure out what it ever meant. Let me know below. Were you ever in that situation where you were long a stock overnight? You saw that early AM press release that there was a lawsuit. Did you panic? So let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching our video. Be sure to comment below with any trading related question. We love answering your questions. Also, like and share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to be notified as soon as our next video hits. And if you're looking to expand your trading knowledge, don't forget to check out all of our other videos, and be sure to click the trial below. Check out StocksToTrade. I think it is one of the best, most rapidly advancing softwares out there. Be sure to check out our trial.